Out of curiosity, who was your fifth figure?
Number 5.
Winfield Scott.
Not quite. Kanye. Troll or not? And a little bit of pretext. So Kanye is able to get a rise out of people. He's pulled stunts.
Mm.
He's jumped up in the American Music Awards. He says that he made Taylor Swift famous. He's good at pressing people's buttons.
He's a provocateur.
He's a provocateur. But at what point do you draw the line between provocateur and troll?
Listen,
I think I know where you land on this one.
I think that Kanye, I truly believe he's a genius. I believe he's a musical genius.
Okay.
I believe, he's not the best rapper in the game. His ability to, first of all, his samples are godly.
He has a knack for putting together other people's music.
He strips down samples to just their vocals and turns the human voice into an instrument. Like, he doesn't just like copy people's work and throws it in. He basically turns what they did into the bass music.
He'll take a sample, he'll manipulate a little bit, he might add a rhythm to it.
Don't say a little bit and add. He will stretch it out and turn it into
something new.
Into horns. He'll turn it into strings, right?
To be fair, I do enjoy some of his concoctions. Others I've found to be a little bit bare.
I haven't touched Kanye as the person yet. I'm just talking to him as an artist.
Okay. It's necessary to separate that.
We'll get into that later. He always reinvents himself. No Kanye album sounds the same. Every single album has been completely different. Graduation is it's a stadium album. 808 and Heartbreaks. His most depressing album is just stripped down, auto-tune, no rapping, just him singing about his heartbreaks. His mom had recently died, he blamed himself. And then, My Beautiful Darkest Fantasy, I think it's his most personal album. And it's, the most introspective. I think it's also his best album. He follows that with Yeezus, which is his most bombastic. And, it's like stripped down, it's like industrial, like blaring sound, disorienting, like screams, like acid house music.
I haven't heard that one. I think I'd like to listen to that one.
Like just like verbose patois. Some of his most crude lyrics to date. And then he ends it with Bound 2, saying like, "Hey, I still can make a catchy tune." But one of his songs is called "I Am a God." I think that like his boisterous overcompensation is overcompensation. I think he's like deep down he doesn't really think he deserves it, and like he's just trying to make up for it. And then Life of Pablo, which is kind of scattered, and his most recent 5 albums he released this summer. I enjoy listening to Kanye's music because it always keeps me on my toes.
Yeah.
I feel like it's always sincere, and like he can put a sample and a beat and a lyric and a melody that have no right to be together, and it's like the synergy of it is magical. It's like, vinegar, eggs, and butter shouldn't work together, but you throw it together, you got béarnaise, Like they don't make sense.
Crystal saving it.
Crystal saving it.
Resuscitation.
Live, damn it,
live.
But like,
if you put it together the right way.
But someone had the vision to like, if we can make these meld, like it will be something otherworldly. Kanye the person. It's been hard to defend Kanye, especially after his most recent, blasts about slavery being a choice, being a Trump supporter. Yeah. I don't think if you sat down and told Kanye what Trump's policies were and what the ramifications were, I don't think he would be into that. His whole slavery is a choice I think it was an
That sounds like a choice.
ill-fated analogy. I again rooted in just a lack of understanding of context and history.
So you don't think it's trolling to get attention?
I don't think he's trying to get attention. I honestly think he believes these things. I think he just doesn't think before he talks, and he tries to make he wants to be like. He wants people. Well, I think he wants people to think he's smart. I think he wants to be understood.
So he's unconventionally smart.
But like, I think he immediately started trying to walk back his slavery is his choice.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Statement, but like,
I mean, something about like when you have superstardom, you are given a platform and you want to use it the best way possible. And even Kanye, I don't have a context of his body of work to create a fully fleshed out opinion. And I do rush to judgment sometimes, but there's just so much out there. I don't have time for everybody.
After we stop this, we're going to do a bit of Kanye education.
Sounds great.
But I'm going to close this video that no one's going to see.
All right.
By saying, next time, I'm going to choose the 5 figures.
All right.
So first, I'll go with, I guess, the Caesar, right?
Okay.
I'll talk about Belisarius, one of my 4 favorite generals, right? Which will only leave one more, which will be a surprise. That's 3. I will talk about Arslan.
Say again.
And
intriguing.
I'll talk about the Khans. Genghis Khan.
Great.
Ogadai.
Great. Perfect. I can dig that. You can talk about fiction if you want. You can talk about Silmarillion for all I care.
We'll get there.
Hogwarts.
So next time we'll talk about Iluvatar, Manwë, Aule, Melkor, Olorin, and Finland. No, that's not what I'm saying.
And we'll have a new bottle of whiskey, God willing.
Now we're gonna stop this. And we're gonna talk about Kanye some more.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Have a good.
Oh God, that was 3.
3 a.m. Holy shit! This was longer than I expected. This is gonna be like a multi-part series.
Scoop dee dee whoop, whoop dee dee scoop, whoop dee dee scoop poop.